toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Baylor Bears, McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos in Waco, Texas. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Scarlet Knights will put total leather to crank us up. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Turning it on! They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The Bears can really attack on this second and short. From the gun, give on the inside. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on 1st down. He's going for the big play. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown Bears!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The returner will field it and bring it back. Formation for these receivers. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Guys, let's talk just for a second about Rutgers. They've climbed into the top 10, been through some battles, proving themselves to be one of the best teams in the country. What do you think about their chances of staying there?
Well, they got to keep playing at a high level, and obviously they've had tons of success now to crack into the top 10. I'll tell you, when you get top 10, David, you get everybody's attention.
Yeah, you get everybody's attention, but I hope this team ain't just searching for a top 10. Like, I hope they're trying to be the best team in the country, and you hope the best is still to come for this squad.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out. He had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Snagged out of the air. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42.
That's got to feel really good for this quarterback. It's early in the game, so these 3rd downs are big. You're trying to get your offense into a rhythm and a flow. Nice job reading the defense. A beautiful pass.
The Scarlet Knights are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Fires into traffic, intercepted. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. And the Scarlet Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's complete on the right side. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. The run from the shotgun. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his back in the middle. Breaks into the open. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. Give to the running back. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. Looking for the tie with the extra point. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll run it from the gun. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll leave it with him. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. There he goes. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Finds a tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end just finding a hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it?
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working toward.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Baylor!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to set up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to pass. Makes the grab. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Scarlet Knights have it with a 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Powers through the defender. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The sure hands, it's Slater. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And just when you think the fullback is extinct, he makes a play, makes a catch, and moves the chains.
You got to be impressed with this fullback, too, because he's obviously built to block. He's built to live in the trenches. Look at this guy. But he has the ability to catch the football. Very soft hands. He's a good little weapon in this offense.
I know it was incomplete, but I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Going to take a shot. Intercepted deep in his own end. Trying to take it back. He's inside the 40. The 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears! Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead.
How about that, guys? That's basically a 15-point swing. Defense gets a pick 6, and then your offense gets the 2-point conversion. Wow.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Second down, he'll throw it. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB, scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. This time he's got his man. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. There's the pressure. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. It'll be third and long. He'll set up to throw. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Baylor! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Miami is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Western Michigan. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the Scarlet Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Knowles. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Wide open downfield. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Scarlet Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw it again. Zings it complete to the right. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
These corners backing off a bit. He'll pull it down. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on 3rd down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. 3rd and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on 3rd downs.
The Scarlet Knights are in the red zone. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Looking to throw. Here comes the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Wide out trying to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And they've moved closer and closer, and still they need 2 yards. 3rd and goal. Trying to bully their way in. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on 3rd down.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollock.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
Touchdown, Rutgers! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Well, let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
And they'll try to tack on 2. He's into the end zone, and they'll put 2 more on the board just before halftime. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Bears will boot it away to start the second half. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Has it back, they'll send the offense back onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30.
He's got it along the sideline. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Man, that is just what this offense needed. The quarterback already has a couple turnovers, throwing the ball to the other team. This ball, 50-50 ball, somebody needed to make a play to spark this offense, and the receiver does it. Nice catch, nice job after the catch, and this offense has some momentum now.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The give to the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. What if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road? I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Stopped right at the 40-yard line, and this defense celebrating the turnover.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3 quarters of a football game.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end. Turning it on! And he's brought down after a nice gain.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Backed up now, here's second and long. They'll go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. He might want another play. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Bears line up to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on once. They make the stop, and that is exactly